Netflix aired The Crown's fifth season, which covers the life and era of Queen Elizabeth II on November 9, 2022. This was the first season of the show to be made available following the death of both Queen Elizabeth II on September 8, 2022, and Prince Philip on April 9, 2021. The Crown, a television series created by Peter Morgan, will eventually have 6 seasons, but it is unclear when it will end in the timeline of the late Queen Elizabeth, who passed away on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96. The Queen's astonishing 70-year reign, the longest of any British monarch, has proven to be rich with dramatic and occasionally contentious material for The Crown. The series follows the events of the early 1990s before wrapping up in 1997, a crucial year for the monarchy. Additionally, it appears from the final episode that there won't be a time jump in The Crown Season 6. Here is a breakdown of what happened in The Crown Season 5 and major spoilers ahead if you have not watched The Crown Season 5 yet. The Crown Season 5 final episode, Decommissioned, opens with Dodi Fayed pleading his father Muhammad Al Fayed to help him finance the purchase of a mansion in Malibu, California. He intends to bring Kelly Fisher to London to live with him and wants to move in together. When they finally meet, things don't go as planned because Muhammad gives Dodi advice about the future and is not impressed by his ambitions to buy a house in Los Angeles. The discussion prepares Princess Diana and Al Fayed for one they will have after they see the ballet. Diana admits she's been depressed lately and wants to leave the country, all the while Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles are organizing a huge party. Al Fayed advises that they join them in St. Tropez instead, after receiving a security clearance denial that would have allowed her to bring Prince Harry and Prince William to the US. In other places, a live broadcast debate about whether the monarchy should still exist has raised concerns about its future. The conclusions particularly disturb Prince Charles, who brings it up at the Queen's birthday celebration. Her entire family, including Princess Margaret and Prince Philip, gathers for the celebration to talk about the matter. When it is determined that Prince Charles would serve as the royal representative when Hong Kong leaves British control, he sees this as an additional chance to discuss his ideas with the new Prime Minister. John Major, who is still in office but stands down in this episode, lost to Tony Blair in a landslide election. During their first encounter, which is fruitless, he declines to change his mind about decommissioning the royal yacht Britannia. Prince Charles, meantime, succeeds significantly more after their meeting in Hong Kong. The Prince of Wales expresses his desire to marry Camilla in the future, as well as his hopes for reforming the monarchy. Blair appears to be handling everything well. On the flight home, he expressed his surprise and intelligence at the future monarch to his wife Cheery Blair. When the Queen learns about Prince Charles's meeting with the Prime Minister, they have a very candid discussion. She criticizes her son of prolonging their relationship in front of the public, but Prince Charles maintains that he should be permitted to marry the woman he adores. She also reprimands him for meeting privately with Blair because it is her duty as the sovereign to do so. The two disagree on the monarchy's future and where it should go. At the close of the season, Dodi proposes to Fisher as Princess Diana gets ready for her trip to St. Tropez, and we get our first look at Al yacht. Fades in contrast, the Queen is pictured leaving the royal yacht Britannia while strolling through its corridors. The concluding shots are reminiscent of the first episode, which was also primarily set on Britannia. In the final episode of The Crown Season 5, Princess Diana is getting ready to fly to St. Tropez with her boys Prince William and Prince Harry on a trip planned by Al Fayed. Diana did bring her kids to Dodi's estate in the summer of 1997, and it was there that she got fond of him. Throughout the summer, she spent numerous nights at the villa. Diana traveled again with the Fayed family in late August of that year when they took a Mediterranean tour on Dodi's opulent yacht. Before taking a flight to Paris, they took a ship from the south of France to Sardinia. On August 31, 1997, after leaving the Ritz Hotel in Paris, the Princess of Wales, Dodi, and their driver Henry Paul were all fatally injured in a car accident. In its upcoming 6th and final season, The Crown will probably explore some of these events. In the season finale, Tony Blair, the new Prime Minister, and Prince Charles are seen discussing royal change in private. It should come as no surprise that this is pure and utter garbage, his spokesperson told the Daily Telegraph after Blair later disputed that this meeting had happened. Unknown was how the two guys actually interacted. During their terms in government, Prince Charles did send notes to prime ministers, including 6 to Blair. These were known as the Black Spider memos, and they were made public in 2015 in response to a FOIA request. These, however, were written by the Prince of Wales in his personal role and did not address the future of the monarchy. Instead, they discussed planning, global warming, and farming. Little is known about Blair's connection with the Queen. The former Prime Minister has previously talked about their initial encounter. According to People, he told Savannah Guthrie, anchor of Today, that she was beyond it, above politics. My first words from her to me when I was made Prime Minister were, "My first Prime Minister was Winston Churchill, and that was before you were born." She therefore possessed a remarkable command of the past.